Let me look.
Let him look.
Collective surprise. All right. Session 102, A Collective Surprise. Narrated by me, Johnny. So, the immediate aftermath of the large battle is here. We have a new Varia, very weak, frail, but we have a new Varia, Phoenixia, um, sister. We have another transformation as the dreamer enters their construct body and they begin to wander and experience as they've wanted and told us so many times. Um, but in this moment of post of this after in the moments of this winning, there are some things to address. We know Fahar had to make a lofty, well, I guess more suppose Galahad, but Fahar feels the repercussions of this huge sacrifice. So there's a
Dun,
little
dun,
bit of
dun.
sorry.
Dun dun dun.
There's a little bit of small talk. Oswald knows he can't really say much, so they just share a silent bottle of wine, and that's the best that maybe Fahar can get right now. But we gather ourselves, we head back to Aldia's to collect ourselves and see what's going to happen next. But we hardly get a moment to ourselves before um, find out two things. One, the Shadow has hijacked our line through through the help of Merlin. And two, the Shadow is now telling us that the city is in an uproar. It's essentially in riot mode right now. And as we go on to investigate, we can clearly see that there are fanatics, bigots, racists, essentially people who resist change and do not want the slaves of Kodencal, this specific caravan of Kodencal, to them properly leaving the city, forming their own settlement. They are completely against it. And so, sensing the only right thing to do, we go out and we execute plan Dragon Force, crowd control.
Not even fanatics. These are just regular people.
Yeah, regular people spun into the narrative that I guess Dostoevsky and various other people want. But that's just, yeah, that's part of the city. Anyway, Operation Crowd Control. We get in there, we all do this mass suggesting. Var starts casting some rain, huge torrential rains come through. Walton intimidates as a dragon. Oswald conjures up some crafty ideas and makes a drug bomb. We all get our little ideas going, our little skill challenge, but at the end of the day, we all do pretty well. Finger cut disperses. It's mostly died down now, but all the first thing on her mind is where were the king's men? Where were the king's guards? There should be responsibility into this. And as we go into that, and there's a discussion with the king, with Aldia and Walton being there, it's revealed that Dostoevsky, or so it seems, had with definitely withheld information from the king, therefore compromising the king's trust, and he makes the ultimate decision that this is something much too great. Dostoevsky, you must be exiled. And as he's being exiled, he makes one last attempt to grapple hold onto the king by suggesting, but Aldia immediately recognizes it, counters it, and sends Dostoevsky packing, essentially. He is now exiled. Um, the next day kind of happens after this uproarious, chaotic night. Fahar is here at Galahad's estate, looking over his possessions, hanging out with the doggo Bork. Was it?
Yes.
Um, this is now all his to inherit, and he is still taking it in, for it is much to take in. But Fahar gets some business done. He meets with the Platinum Scale, tries to get some questions answered, goes to Toiva, has workers going, despite this huge loss. Fahar is still, being upholding his responsibilities as First Light. And then we bookend kind of that session with an interesting conversation with Walton and Aldia on how the dynamics of Aldia's family in regards to Walton and how Walton feels about this. And there's progress made. There's lots of discussions on things, how good things could change, how things maybe should be, how this makes certain people feel. And we just kind of end on that conversation, if I'm correct, and if I wrote everything down on the TLDR. Anything to add, Oliver?
Some stuff on the background. So the next day, Merlin has started the caravan, migration away from Kudenkel, and thus the security team around the Himes estate has also left. So you don't get Nazad anymore unless you go with Merlin.
Yeah. Okay, keep that in mind.
Yeah, you guys gave our friend Charcoal 200 gold, which he immediately went out to buy out the rest of his family.
That's right.
So good job, Walton.
You're a family saver. More than a lifesaver. And I think that covers most major events, I think.
All right, so it is a fine morning at the Oswald estate with all these people suddenly gone. Let's see.
The house is looking a little bit emptier
So
today.
I guess the question is, would Dungar have left too?
I feel like I would have talked about him with. I would have like Dungar. I feel like the conversation would have happened. Like he might have. Maybe I would have seen him have a certain look on his face and been like, Dungar, is there something bothering you? And maybe he would have expressed feelings of wanting to go. Hey, Katie.
Hey.
Feelings of wanting to go, but also I feel like he's planted his roots here on the Oswald estate. He's lived here most of his life. He lives here. He pays rent. He's got a wife. Maybe he's not ready to uproot that. Maybe he is.
Wait, we got him a wife already?
I don't think so, actually.
No, that's what he wants to do. But
maybe that's the. He's like, well, I'll only stay if I'll get a wife. That could be the impetus. But I think with him settling his grounds here, I think he can always move to Toiva. Maybe he feels that, but he feels like he makes a decent living now, and he knows that Oswald has changed, both in that he's paying him now and he doesn't bully him all the time.
All right, so Dungar is gonna wait on Toiva to see how that works out. Wait till they're more established before he makes his choice on to move or not. So I was letting everyone in, so Nazat and the whole security retinue has left with Merlin, because that's who they were really protecting. So the Heims estate is back down to Horus, Vulcan, Nungar, and occasionally Cheshire.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, it's lonely here.
Doot. Sure is lonely.
Yeah, you hear the sad sounds of a small breakfast being made for a mere four people.
I'm sure Horace loves it, but hooey. You know, I'm just gonna take a muffin, Horace, and I'm just gonna eat this in the yard.
Just gonna go outside for a bit.
Yeah, so you go outside. Housepeak is gone. But still, you look upon your statue of Vulcan at the head of your little pond that Fahar conjured up.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess reflect on your life for the past few months.
Yeah, it's been something ever since got upended by those cultists. Everything just kind of took a turn. Oh well, it's life. Takes bite into muffin. I wonder what Aldi is up to. Camera pans to the sky. I just wanted to say, Oliver, one thing more related to the session in general. I like having Oswald days. I like having Oswald Aldia days, but I don't think I think we should just kind of do it organically. I don't think we need to push for the full session.
True. Yeah.
I'd rather it be organic and a little bit shorter, maybe.
Yeah, just as long as it needs to be, really.
Yeah.
We don't need to fill for time. It's just
that's fine.
Two of us.
Unless there's some event you're trying to fix in, but that's just my my 2 cents.
Yeah. So meanwhile, at the Sarandril estate.
What am I doing today?
Aldia, this morning.
Oh, there's knocks. Oh, someone answer it. Not me.
So, Cumbriz comes to you in the lounge, wherever you are, and he informs you that a Miss Rita Skeeter has arrived, quite desperate to get your attention and for an interview.
I'll see her. Where's the doorman, by the way? You don't have to be answering the door, Cumbriz. You are not that kind of servant. This is garbage. This is garbage mail. I'm going downstairs. I am seeing Retta immediately.
All right, yeah. And as you come in, she just shoves the door open, lets herself in, and says, "Oh dear darling, you have been busy, haven't you?"
Most certainly. Can I help you? What brings you here to my fine estate this fine morning? Fine, busy morning.
Why, you have been very busy.
As established, yes.
So
Doing what now?
So, come, let's sit down and talk, please. As her quill and roll of parchment just...
Oh, very well. Here, someone fetch tea. You there, Rando, no name.
I have a name. No, all right, so you receive your tea and scones and crumpets.
Okay. Always baked goods in this house. I love it. All right, get out. Me and Red at time.
Now, should we start at the beginning or at the end? Beginning then. Tell me.
I don't know what you're talking about. You'll have to fill me in. What have I been busy with?
Well, it seemed that quite a lot of people had the same dream, and you were in it with the rest of your group. What was the group name again? I didn't catch that the first time.
Dragon Force. But that's not, you know.
Dragon Force, alright.
Look, I didn't come up with it, but, well, I mean, you could take credit if you wanted. Anyway.
Done and done.
I really don't know. I really can't say. Twist of fate, work of the gods, reality. Who knows? I don't know. What did you see, by the way?
Well, it is reported that you and Walton and Merlin and Oswald and Fahar and one other that I don't recognize were fighting against a being who I understand is Arcanothane, the herald of the god of magic. Yes, yes. Did that really happen?
You tell me. Did you see that? I don't know. What was I fighting? It's a mystery.
Oh, darling, please.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if I should make a huge deal out of this or what. Or
This
if
is
I
a huge deal.
incur the wrath of the gods that I've apparently so angered.
Well, how else
I
would you
just
get
don't know.
this amazing complexion? You are glowing like that sock puppet show, Hercules.
Ah, yes, the Broadway famous. What? This hasn't gone away yet. That's very odd. Well, I can't really explain it, nor do I want to throw any single god under the bus. But it seems that some large things are afoot. Large things. I don't really know where to stick my fingers in this press pie, so to speak. So you say whatever you want, because the truth is even more astronomical than I could even, I'm sure, than you could conceive, so...
Well, that's why I'm here, to learn the truth, Aldia. I'm all about the truth, you know me. Now...
Of course. All about the truth. Well, I suppose if you embellished a little, you would be taken for a not truth teller. So when I tell you this story, I expect you to tone it down. Or not. I don't know. I can't read your mind. Yes, it was Arcanothane. And we resurrected Bahamut, apparently. And now my skin is glowing because a dragon made of platinum nodded to me like I was cool.
So you have gained the favor of Bahamut, the dead god, who is now
well,
alive.
he's not dead anymore. So I suppose you could say Bahamut, the live god.
The quill is just
Yeah.
going
I
wild there.
don't know how you're going to spin this or sell this, honestly. It's just quite outside conception. Reality, it's beyond operatic. If this were an opera, this would be just too far-fetched to believe.
Well, and never mind you what our viewers will believe. Yeah.
Sure.
What our readers will believe. Now, the large glowing ball with the 4 ghostly chanters around it, what was that all about? That the
I
man
believe
stepped
that was
into.
Fahar. I believe that was just Fahar doing Fahar things.
No, not the glowing ball that Fahar turned into, but
The other glowing ball, of course. Which one?
the one in the middle. Actually, to think of it, there are also 2 other glowing balls, and but no, the really really large one that there seemed to be a ritual going about it.
Oh, don't worry about that. That was just Bahamut coming back to life.
Oh, so that was like the soul of Bahamut or something?
I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure the religious folk would know best, but as I understand it, it was a sort of manifestation.
Yeah, give me that bluff. Give me that bluff.
Here it goes. Well, I crit it, so maximum bluff.
You've created a manifestation of Bahamut.
Jenny, just let me know if you need a rally. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
And oh, Walton, where did you come from?
Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm just hanging out.
I'm just gonna tell Walton I'm gonna give him the I'm lying right now signal. Please don't be in the vicinity to ruin it.
But anyway, I'm
It almost looked like
Yeah.
it was
no, read it. Nice seeing you. I'm a little preoccupied though, so
Goodbye, darling.
bye.
It was very convincing.
As you guys hear a rumbling in his stomach.
Oh, he's hungry. He does
he's-
that.
It's nomming on elven cheese.
Mm-hmm. Oh
No,
dear.
he learned his lesson.
Yeah, I hope he would.
For elven cheese ever again. He just hasn't had his usual waffles, which fill him up just right.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well. So that was a manifestation of Bahamut, and who is the man that walked into it?
Oh, Galahad, paladin of Bahamut.
Oh. The Galahad Dulak that Fahar resurrected.
The very same.
So Galahad walked into Bahamut, and then
The glowing ball of light.
resurrected him.
And then, yes, Bahamut is alive now.
Well, that's very exciting. Now, what do you think will happen now that Bahamut is back?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. He shot off into space, so I'm guessing he has space things to do in space.
Now, this kind of ritual is, as I understand it, not something that you do on a whim, unless Dragon Force just does that.
No, well, we were maybe partially trying to live up to the name Dragon Force, but no. There was a classified matter in which we hoped to address with this little deal. It's really best not to let the public worry about any of that at all.
Yeah, so why did you resurrect Bahamut?
Well, I just said, darling, it's really best not to let the public worry about that.
Oh, the public doesn't have to worry, but I'd like to know. Just between you and
You'd
me.
like to know, just between us. Oh, of course. Just between us. What other reason? Oh, you know, you're smart, Greta. You know things. What reason? What need is there for great cosmic power in this plane? Well, typically to combat some other great cosmic power present on the plane in times of crisis.
So, do we have to worry about another Gaia-shattering crisis after the God King?
Well, now we won't, because Bahamut is alive.
Oh, very, very mysterious, Aldia.
Yes, sweetheart, aren't you paying attention? Bahamut's alive. We don't have to worry. Oh dear, do you have any more of those scones around?
I'm certain we do. I'm certain they bake trays of them every morning.
I always get lost around here.
Well, we're on the first floor, and the kitchen is also on the first floor.
So I shouldn't take the stairs.
Right.
That's a good going off point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does something happen to Walton? He seems, shall we say, distracted.
Is he? I don't know. He seems fine to me. He seems his normal Walton self.
Hmm. Well, never mind that.
Wait, Katie, I have a quick question, canon question. When do we
Yeah.
want the thing to have happened? Because we never set a time when that happens. Did it happen last
I guess
night?
it happened. I guess it happened before, like probably some other weeknight. We've probably been sitting on it.
Probably,
I guess.
Okay, that'll make sense.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Walton's
Because
gonna disappear into the wall then. One of the many secret walls.
he's gonna squeeze his 6-foot frame into there.
You crouch down into one of the halfling tunnels built into the house. All right. And then you immediately came back to Codenkel after that, and flew right into the lynching.
Well, I suppose heroes always show their politics after a certain amount of time. Yes, I would stand against lynchings in my city.
Yes. Now tell me more about that. Your feelings on these matters. I understand that Merlin led the caravan of all of his slaves out of the city this morning.
And that is so. Well, people didn't take kindly to it, and I think that's, well, not only amoral, but preposterously stupid.
I see. Do you have a message that you would like the citizens of the city to hear?
Well, I'm no orator or writer, but that's where you come in, I suppose.
Yeah, so do you have anything to say about the matter?
Certainly, I think a civilized society has no place making violence against folk on the basis of race or status. Absolutely childish, if you ask me.
Yes, yes. And, well, I can't help but notice that you have entirely new staff compared to the last time I was here.
Have you noticed?
Yes, it seems that you've gotten rid of all the Deimos.
The halflings, darling. The halflings were all slaves. And I freed them, and many made the choice to go to Toiva.
Hmm. And why would you do that? Were they too unruly for your household?
Why would I do that? Why? Have you never heard abolitionist sentiments before? I am, I suppose you could say, a new convert. It's not such a new or revolutionary idea to say that we should treat folk with common decency.
Well,
And it is,
certainly new and revolutionary among the elven nobility.
well, they're so old and stuck up.
Why, you may be one of the first households that has really embraced it on this level.
Well, what do I always say, darling? I do so love being a trendsetter.
Yes, and what would you do to see this trend continue on?
What would I do? Well, I suppose, seeing as you've given me a platform, I would hope to elevate this message to, well, all corners of Kohalu. Slavery has no place in society anymore. And I think the ledgers prove it. They certainly did here. And the moral compass of our city's fine religious fiber should also take a harder stance and be listened to, of course. After all, does Calistria not say that we should expect the halflings to rebel in the night if we do not treat them better? And who are we to say that they are wrong or unjust in their desire?
Interesting. Well, I see. Is Walton available for an interview too?
Oh, you'll have to ask him. Walton!
Walton's gonna come out of another secret entryway. This time he has scones. Yes. What do you need?
Do you want to give your thoughts on slavery? Because apparently that's what we're talking about.
I mean, it's going to be short and sweet.
Lay it on me.
Slavery is bad.
Wow. Amazingly said. Revolutionary, even.
I mean, I know I'm not the smartest man, but it doesn't take the smartest man to know that.
It really doesn't.
What an interesting idea.
So not. Let's you go on.
Like a scone, darling?
Huh?
Like a scone.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I am a bit peckish still.
Yes, anything else you would, you need to know from me, Rita? And would you like a scone? I brought more than enough.
Just been hiding scones in the walls, aren't you?
Well, thankfully most of these halfling corridors go right to the kitchen.
I guess they would be set up that way. I like food. I'm going to miss food being delivered expediently. But
Well, I can show you all the roots.
I guess I could use the tunnels myself.
I put myself on a map.
Oh, wonderful. We're going to need that. We have the architects come in.
Well, thank you very much. I will... Oh, look at the time. I need to get this out. It must be the first. You must be the first.
Of course. Good luck.
And she adjusts her beetle-colored glasses and excuses herself from the premises.
Awkward. Well, I'll just let Walton know. Maybe don't go telling everyone about the Mythalar. Because people are asking about it.
I mean, okay. I'll just let you do the talking.
Okay. You know, just if anyone asks.
It seems to work the best for me. You know, I can't really keep it in.
All right.
I wonder what Oswald's up to.
Meanwhile, back at the Oswald estate, Oswald Himes has found himself in quite the predicament, convulsing on the floor.
Put peanuts in this. You know I'm allergic. Drinks extract. Be glad I had that on me.
Your epi juice.
All right, I'm going out on the town.
It's like, wait a minute, that was my peanut extract.
What?
All
I'm going
right.
out on the town, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Not that you would.
No. As you walk through the streets, glowing with the favor of Bahamut and being now famous on a celestial scale, you are inundated with people of all walks of life being like, is that Oswald Himes? Is one of the same? Oh my god, it's Oswald Himes.
I tip my hat when I get the chance, still holding like my cigarette between my two fingers. Hey, no, just going out Sunday walk.
And
Go strawberry man.
and it takes like 3 times as long as normal for you to get there.
Okay. I was gonna say no. I was gonna say as soon as it like the crowd starts becoming a thing, like all right, everyone, if you could step back, there's actually something I'd like to show you. And I'm assuming they all step back. Now watch, and I drink fly juice. And I'm like, now look away, and I fly away. Goodbye now.
Remember you're all in therapy.
I'll remember you all in the flashbacks. And I fly at an altitude that gets me to the investigations office.
Alright, suddenly you hear noir music, and I thought I had noir music. Where are we?
Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh yeah, Pink Panther.
So classic. And it's almost appropriate with like the comedy hijinks that Oswald sometimes gets into.
And your old partner Grimes McCrime is there with a cup of black coffee, smoking a cigarette. You walk in the door.
I mean, Grimes with crime.
Sure. I mean, it's up to Oliver.
Is Grimes McCrime a crime dog?
Sounds like it.
No. No, he's a
Alright,
kind
so
man.
So I'm just a hard-boiled dick then.
He's the first.
It's good to see you.
I want to say Grimes McCrimes could be the first animist detective. It's like a dog-headed man. But either way.
I
McCrime.
see you, sweetheart. Let's get this diddler in the bag, say. I don't know which one I like more. Hard-boiled detective or sort of like more shabba. To put it into words you can understand.
Yeah, real New York gangster.
What do we like more, New York gangster
Chicago, or I guess maybe Chicago.
or hard-boiled dick? What do we want to go for it?
Hmm.
I'll leave it up to you, Oswald.
I want to go hard-boiled.
All right. So what have you got for me, Himes?
Well, I'm actually don't pull that on me. I'm here for information.
I'm just messing with you, like the good old days,
Yeah, back in the academy, like a watery effect on the screen as like a dream sequence happens. There's like it snaps back. All right. Yes. Well, I see you referred the case I'm most interested in, the Diddler. I think I paid a fellow here to put extra attention on this case, so I'm hoping there's some details at least.
Right. Got myself a lead. And he plops down a file with, like, you see eerily, like, almost photo accurate pencil sketchings of this elven guy at night, like the black background, and he's like sort of looking over his shoulder furtively.
Oh. So we have his face?
We have a face. He's got many.
Right, the disguises. Okay. Well,
Bit of an illusionist,
yeah.
so they say. Thought he was in league with the Shadow at first. But that ain't his business.
Are there any additions to what business he conducts? Other than the flashing and blessing. I already know about that part.
Yeah. I did some interviewing at the Academy of Fine Arts. Another flashback of you being a voyeur on the art classes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Remember, you were a bit of a fan of the place, weren't ya?
I liked what I saw. The art.
I'll
Lie.
bet.
It's a fat cigar, so I respect it.
Yeah,
okay.
you don't get this. You don't get this tone of voice at 25 by smoking cigarettes.
Oh man, that is something.
It's real unhealthy.
Well, I'd give you some advice, but I'm probably not qualified. I can give you something for that. Anyway, a crime.
No, you're the reason I got into this shit.
That's funny. Because you're the reason. Well, you're not the reason for anything in my life, to be honest. But I wanted to include you somehow. And now I've gone and embarrassed you. For that, I apologize. But I would like to copy these files. Have a look over at them. What do you say, McCrimes?
They're all yours. You paid for them.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, better than nothing. Looks over at them right there. High-profile women. Elf. Ooh, non-magical. Non-magical. There's some good details, some additions to his what sort of people he likes to prey on. Now this gives me some ideas. All right, I'm gonna go scope this out. You stay here at your 15 an hour desk job. I'm and I go to Aldia's house. I go to the surrender real estate. And once I get there,
and out comes a woman with beetle-colored glasses, and she says, "Oh my goodness, Oswald Himes! It is so good to run into you. Please come here, come over here." As she leads you to the porch, it's like, "Have a minute to talk." Of course you do. Of course you do.
Sure,
Now-
sure.
Now tell me,
As he just starts like fiddling with bottles inside his like jacket, and it's like getting ready to drink this one and this one. Continue.
So, tell me what happened last night at your ritual. What did you go? What was that all about?
I believe that is something not for the press.
Oh, honey, the whole city wants to know. We all saw you, but we're not sure what.
Yes, I was participating at a ritual where a certain mythical being may not or not have become re-existent in our universe, in our reality. I may have had a hand in this, I may not have. And now I'm glowing.
Yes, so, we're all wondering, the really large glowing orb in the center that the whole ritual seemed to be about, what was that?
That was a collective product of our efforts.
So you helped along with the ritual there, in creating that.
I would say so. Though I can't really remember the affair. Must have been an autopilot.
She just looks at you strangely. Yes. Alright, well, never mind. Good day.
Bye now. Oh, and if you get reports of the flying glowing man, that's probably just me. Might have passed through the the lower district and scared some children. All right, bye. Oldia.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Good morning. Yes. Greetings.
Do I not have a doorman anymore? Who the fuck?
Are you sure they didn't leave with the caravan?
Well, I mean, of course, but I thought I'd hired one. Well,
Could have been overlooked. Anyway, doorman issues aside, Oldia, I need a favor from you. I need to look at all the attractive pictures of elven women you have who are also dead.
oh, that's an odd request.
Oswald, that's a very incriminating.
Why dead? May I ask?
The spell needs it.
What spell?
The spell needs it to be.
I'd
One.
like to know. As a magic person.
As a magic person, I suppose you consider it a sort of limited polymorph. It's more one.
All right.
It's more one about assuming the appearance, behaviorisms, even voice of a certain person, but they need to be deceased.
I was
And
told this isn't a sex thing, is it?
no, this is for work. I promise
Thank
you.
God.
I
Oh
promise
my
you,
lord.
Walton,
Well-
in the tunnel wall.
Well, my grandmother passed 2 decades ago, but I think that would be rather gauche. this
Little
house.
tasteless, because, well, I should tell you what I'm using it for.
Okay.
Uh,
Go
we've, been,
on.
we've been so busy. We've been so busy with world saving that I haven't been able to look into the cases that, I guess, light my little investigative heart on fire.
Oh, I see. You're looking for a. Okay. Well, then we don't want any of my family members back from the grave.
Yeah, and I'm planning on using this assumed appearance as a bait. I just got some new info on what might entice this fiend. We have some locations here that we might stalk in the night and lure a trap. But I had no planning on involving you. This might be, well, you are no stranger to danger. But any
Also,
sort of
I'm not a stranger to getting information in the bedroom. If that was your plan.
yeah, I suppose. Well, capture is the game here.
Oh, I see.
We just need to lure him somewhere and apprehend. He is a skilled illusionist,
Oh.
donning many guises. It'd be hard to tell, even if, say, you were being hit on at the local pub, whether this man was or was not the diddler. There would have to be steps in place. But
Excuse me, the diddler.
yes, his moniker in the name in the city.
Okay. Certainly, yes.
Some claim he diddles for justice, but I shan't have it.
Not in this city, am I right? Well, if you would like to join me as an elven woman, then I have lots of drawings of fictional elven women.
That can absolutely work, I think.
All right, let's try one of those.
It's too dangerous for you two to go alone. Make me a sexy elven woman, please.
As I look up this spell.
I will bring you to the hentai section of my personal collection.
Why are my eyes so big? This might be suspicious.
No, don't worry. Elven hentai is quite graphic and realistic.
It's proportions, though. My goodness.
They're all over
The
the
hands
place.
get a little big, but it's fine. Everything else is fine.
Ah, yes. Yowie hands.
Yes.
Ah, yes, the hands that were coined by John Yowie.
Mhm.
Frenchman, probably.
Disgusting man, that John Yowie. You can't really trust him as far as you can throw him.
This is the spell I'm basing this off of. It's the greater version. But it just needs to be a dead humanoid or that I have a likeness of, such as a sketch or painting. And I can essentially speak like that person and look like that person.
Of incomplete autism. He's the scariest guy.
Yeah, similar to Alter Self. So, after looking at some fictitious women, maybe for a smidge too long. This one might work. Let's give it a go. All right, I'm picturing the likeness in my mind. All right, it's a good thing this is a full page spread. All right. And then I drink and I attempt to see if it works.
And it does not.
Seems that reality has a play into this after all.
Can I make a spellcraft and see like what exactly we would really need, like a person who had been alive?
Yeah, give me spellcraft.
Oh, it's not a great roll.
I could help. It's 25, but
Wait, rally.
Yeah, there you go. There we go.
passing through the hall, rally.
All right.
Do I know?
Yeah. So this is a spell that needs to be. It is of a person. So the person you're assuming must have lived at some point.
Ugh.
Even if you don't need to have seen them in person, like you only need like a representation of them, but the original must have been there.
Well, what if we did my great aunt? Like, I never met her, and we sure do have a portrait of her. I'll take you down the hall. See what you think.
Oh,
You just try it on, sample it.
yeah.
We're not going to show my father. It won't be weird.
That would be okay. Yes, let's not skip that. And let's see. This is a level 3 for me, so just making sure I keep track. Level 4. All right. Focusing, looking, and after a minute, or I drink, and after a minute, I see if it works.
All right. So what does she look like?
Oh, probably much like, I don't know. Fuck. Like any other Sarandaro?
So you are a platinum bombshell, high cheekbones, overflowing breasts.
Mm-hmm.
You feel your back get sore immediately.
Yeah, we really got the short end of that
Did you
genetic
say
stick.
overflowing breasts? Did you just say overflowing breasts? I took my headphones off, and the first thing I hear is overflowing breasts. You got a fetish, my love, and I understand that.
Look,
Nice.
he knows what he wants.
Overflowing breasts?
Yeah. Look,
Look, all right, no, it's my fault. It's my fault. I drew the surrounding.
I drew a breast
kind of
overflowing too many.
kind of
How
was
does
your
a breast
fault.
overflow?
It's
You
my
went
fault.
you went a little heavy on the breasts.
I went a little heavy on the tip. Okay, I'm sorry. My instructions were make her sexy as fuck.
Well, your instructions were as revealing and extra as fuck.
Yeah, it's like the captain's in Alpha. The first
That is also a good point. Artistic freedom.
Yeah, sometimes if you're not specific, the artist comes back and you're like, those are some overflowing breasts.
Like, you gotta give me cup sizes next time. I need precise measurements.
and you're like, look, I know in the past the IP has been very generous with its breasts.
Wow.
This is 2019.
What?
That's real. God dang it, Tyler.
Welcome, break room, Tyler.
Okay. I hope you get your fill of overflowing breasts.
Yes, and I'm
They're
the
not
one with
overflowing.
them. Except I don't sound like this anymore. I probably sound, whoa, hey.
This should be weird, but it's not because I've never met this particular relative.
Well, I see, and I think this must be what they've sounded like.
Well, it would have to be. I suppose the spell worked.
Ha! Extravagant. All right. All right. Okay. Looking over these files here. Okay. We can wait until the evening and then I guess plant our little trap.
Yeah, you just tell me what to do.
Okay. Okay.
I'm in for catching diddlers. I'm in for catching sex offenders. That's the thing.
Okay. So are you going to be main bait? Or will I be main bait? It could
You
be.
know what we're looking for. We could wing woman. We could.
But I feel so confident.
Yeah. I mean, you do you.
No.
No.
What am I at this age? 300, 400?
This would be this portrait here. Probably about 100 or so.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I actually might be a little young for the Diddler.
Well, I mean, with elves, it's hard to tell, even for us.
Okay, so I guess let's see. Help me out, Oliver, because I'm kind of obviously improvising as I go.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of locations of what the file would say. And he's an interesting man. He wouldn't go maybe somewhere maybe on some nights he would like illusion himself as a dashing elven man or half elven, whatever, and hit on these elites in the bar, or maybe some other scenarios if you have some on mind.
Okay. So the file you read, it implies that he has been trying to throw off the heat and has not been going to the higher class establishments lately. He's been more focusing on the less well-to-do among the highborn. So so it would be in North Codenkel, but like the southernmost part of it before you reach the river. If you wanted to set up a scoop, it would probably be best to target that area, one of the taverns there. Something seedy.
Okay. Yes, and the file did say he does like lower or easy pickings, so to speak, Althea. So we might have to dress you down just a tinge. Oh, is that all right?
Yes. I mean, I'll see what I can whip up. You tell me what's easy pickings.
Think north-south Codencal.
Ah, like the lower south side. Yes.
That's what I said, right?
Yes. Indeed. Sure. I'll just get something simple, something casual. And I come out with that Renaissance getup that we were going over in the chat before. Just the cotton shirt with a very low neckline And a tiny, tiny bodice, like just a tiny bodice. It really squeezes everything together. Talk about overflowing. How's this? It's a little taverny. Definitely not high society. I have it for, well, sometimes it's a bit of a fetish.
That's great, Aldia. I'm really happy you have a healthy sex life.
I mean, it's not my fetish. I just like to enable people.
Oh, that's good. That's kind. But Oh right. Okay. And well, first off, what's my name? What was your aunt's name?
Oh,
Or should I just make up? Maybe I should just.
Maybe you should make up a name.
Okay. Elf names. Variana? No. Too gauche.
It's a little on the nose. I mean, I was going to say L'Oreal and like no. That's on the nose.
Well,
there's Galadriel.
I'm sure. I'm
Lots of
sure.
people name their kids Galadriel.
That's true. I'm sure I'll come up with something clever and non-problematic in the moment.
Why not just something simple like Talia or something like that?
Oh, Talia is a very popular nickname.
Listen, Tunnel Walton, do I look like a Talia?
Yes.
Look at my overflowing breasts.
Look, I mean, back when I was hanging out with August, almost every barwen she ever talked to was named Talia.
Oh, now you're calling me a barwench. Oh,
You're dressed down to be one.
that's Aldia.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm not paying too much attention.
Oh, that's okay.
Man.
Now you're getting in the spirit.
Right, look, Oswald, I don't need this. I asked to be a sexy lady too, and you didn't make me one.
All right, we'll need Aldia, you'll need to put this lotion on the skin.
What does the lotion do?
It will suppress your magical aura, at least for the next hour.
Oh, sick.
Because
All right,
we'll
I'll
need. He's very keen. You see, very keen on making sure his enemy is non-magical. Very careful, this one.
Okay. Well,
So
I'll lotion up. I'm going to lotion up like sunscreen.
yeah,
Sometimes in the summer, my fragile elven skin burns. It's just like that.
All right. What lotion are you giving her? Is it just more assume appearance?
give me a number for an alchemist roll. I'll roll it all over. I'll make that lotion right now.
Okay. Yeah, give me that craft alchemy.
It's like opposite mage sight. That's how I'm thinking of it. Where's my? There it is. Ho. And that's a 27.
There's people out there, man. Some crazy people.
All right. Well, you you produce an analogous effect to disguise magic aura. Sure. And you guys no longer look like you're one of the gods from Hercules,
Yay!
at least for now.
I never want to look like that again, but it seems like that's just going to be part of my life now.
thought it would wear off, but
I did too. I was hoping. Well, anyway. What
Alright.
seedy bar are we frequenting this night?
wait. The safe word is Bahamut.
A safe word?
Like, if I gotta get you out of there, you know?
Oh,
Or if he's took the bait and, or something, a signal word.
okay.
Well, I guess we could just
He doesn't have
talkie.
these earrings, so.
If he doesn't notice you, if you can sneak a whisper in, then absolutely.
Right. Well, I wouldn't just want to say Bahamut randomly. That would probably also read as a code word.
Okay. Cucumber then.
Sure. Cucumber. Perfect. 'Tis the season, after all.
Time for pickles. All right. You said what the CD bar is, Oliver?
Give me a knowledge local.
Ho ho.
Also, as you guys exit the Surandrial Manor, like Aldia, just walking down the street, everyone recognizes you.
Well, of course they do. That's fine. Hey, Oswald, is this a problem that everyone recognizes me? Or is it beneficial, perhaps, to your ruse?
Well, we might.
Do you have one of those extracts of disguise self? That might be enough.
I do.
Because I could just turn into something less like me. More generic and elfy. I could just give myself blonde hair. And no one will recognize me.
I'll hand you an extract of disguise self.
Right. I'm going to make myself 3 inches shorter and give myself blonde hair. And maybe an undercut. Yes. Very butch. Okay.
Real renegade elf there. Rough look.
It's a popular look in some parts of Erelastiel.
Wonderful.
Now it looks like I'm from out of town. If anyone asks, I am a follower of Desna.
Makes sense. Fits the motive.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The first place you think of to stop by is the Soft Rock Cafe.
God damn it. Okay. Not quite as good as the Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, careful here, Aldia. The music's not that great.
All right, you waltz in there, and there's a mediocre singer with okay instrumentals playing a jig. You sit down at the bar and just wait it out.
Yeah, as we kind of walk in and we kind of, I'll tell Aldia that we should sit in separate locations, definitely.
Okay.
And as we do and settle into that, I start, just in case you missed it. Just in case you missed it in the file. He has, like I said, illusionist, many disguises, but most people believe that his true form, he has gross extended fingers, like these really long extended fingers, and sad droopy eyes. I doubt this would come. He will come in this form, but you never know.
Is this man an elf? or human?
This is an elven man.
Okay. Okay.
And then alright. I'm gonna be looking around. Radio silence for now.
Mm-hmm.
And I will perception it up. I'm going to also, yeah, the first one, I'm going to use my drug mage sight. That essentially allows me to read magic, or not read magic, but detect magic. And I don't believe there's any somatic components, so I can do it rather discreetly. I'll look into the details right now. But I'm doing that, and I'm using a perception check along with just me being able to detect magic and then to detect illusion magic. So let me give you the roll here, and then I'll look up the drug for clarification. Perception. It's probably a dimly lit tavern, not bright, so let's go with this one. Each side. Fortitude. Hold on. Not addicted. And let me roll the d4. If because that might matter, I guess. This is 1d4 times 10 minutes. 20.
Okay, and when are you guys arriving at the tavern for this?
Like you want us to specify a time of day?
Yeah, or time of night.
Well, he definitely is a night prowler. I would say maybe like an hour after sundown. Maybe. I'm not sure if that's too early. Maybe that's a good place to start. An hour, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours.
Might be a little early, but we can start there.
No, maybe we would have had a conversation about this.
Yeah.
I suppose the nightlife is getting later. These young kids. Oh.
Nightlife doesn't start until 2 for most elfin kids.
Oh wow.
But you said he doesn't go after pre-centennials. Is that right?
That's right.
Centennials.
So yeah, I think 9 to 10 o'clock would be appropriate.
So we go approximately like 2.5, 3 hours after sundown, depending on where you live. But yeah, 10 o'clock.
Okay. So you guys arrive at the tavern, and being the surrounders that you are within a minute or two bought drinks by let's see.
Is this space purely on our looks, or hoping not on reputation?
Purely on your looks. So, Oswald, a young man. Give me a perception check.
Yeah. Another one?
Yes.
Alright, using the same bonus.
$35?
Yes.
Alright. A man comes up to you with 2 mugs of ale. Out of the corner of your eye, you quickly do your Sherlock Holmesian analysis of this guy. He looks to be a 21-year-old carpenter off of work within the last hour. He has sawdust in his hair. Human, darker complexion. Seems to be just a dude trying his luck.
Yeah.
And Aldia, you give me a perception check.
Ha! Sure. I don't know what you expected.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the other side, an old guy comes up to you. Human. You can't really tell much about him. He looks actually to be somewhat like Oswald in build and how well he's kept himself.
Okay.
So, like, graying hairs.
Yeah.
He's he sits next to you and like beckons one of the servers to come and give you a drink.
Oh, that's very sweet.
So we'll start with Oswald's one. So the young man says, "Hey, how you doing?"
Oh, you know, just existing.
Fucking nailing it.
Hey, well, I brought you a drink. Would you like some? I'm Marco.
As I continue this conversation, I'm looking at Marco and trying to see if I detect any magic. Not that the Diddler may use, you know, obviously masking magic, but I'd like to see if I detect magic or not. And this is using your site.
You do not detect magic.
And okay, yeah, the drink. Oh, I look at it. Is this ale or beer?
Yeah. Have you not tried it before?
Oh, no, I usually drink stronger stuff.
It's like, well, all right. Well, do you mind if I take a seat here then?
Oh, go ahead. Don't mind me if I look a little distracted, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there something on your mind?
Oh, I mean, what isn't on my mind with all the events going on? You know, there was the revolt last night. There was all these events, cataclysms. What's one to do?
Oh gosh, did you have the dream too?
And it takes all. Yeah.
Oh my god. Those heroes of Codenkeller in our dreams now. What do you think they were doing?
I don't know, but I hope the king knew what he was doing when he gave those people such a high title.
Yeah, I'd like to meet them one day. But, oh man, can you imagine just walking into one of them on the street? That would be...
Well, you never know where fate will lead you. I'm sure they're busy, though. Too busy for, especially looking through a little dingy place like this.
Yeah, you'd never find them in a place like here. They're high society folk.
Yeah. It is a bit scary though. Like, I've even heard that, and I kind of lean in, some girls go missing here?
What? No, I haven't heard anything about that. Anything like that.
Well, maybe you don't go poking your nose around in the papers and tabloids and rumors, but, well, all I'll say is that this area ain't the safest for some women. Most women, probably. But, it's too... I don't blame you. It's too infrequent to be a pattern, but just enough to be there to notice.
Well, no, why don't I stick around then? I'll make sure you get back home safely.
Okay. We'll see about that. Marco, you said it was?
Yeah. And he continues the flirting. Meanwhile, hey, little missy. Mind if I take a seat?
Well, certainly. Just keep in mind that I'm thrice your age at least. And don't call me little.
Oh, my 1,000 pardons.
Can I just say Walton is at the bar. He's not near any of you, but he's just
Very good.
Yeah, with your shawl and
keeping an eye on this fucker.
Now I notice you ain't got anything on your plate there. Here, can we get this lady a drink, please? Someone. The service here, atrocious.
You're too kind. I mean, to me. I'm sure they're just busy. And I look around and there's like almost no one in here. Camera just like snaps back in.
And he orders you a shot of of whiskey. Now, what brings you over here?
Well, much the same as you, I suppose. Just relaxing, looking to make friends, and I'll sort of like cheers and take the shot.
Cheers. Well, I do find myself in the friendship-making mood too. Slams down the shot. Another round.
What?
Now, what's your name?
Cirrus.
Cirrus, that's a mighty fine name.
And yours?
My name's Rongo.
Rongo. You a working man, Rongo?
Sure am. Been working around these parts for a good part of 20 years.
Oh, impressive. Doing what?
Oh, a little of this and that. Find myself with a lot of different works.
I sense motive.
Yeah.
That's
Does it go ahead?
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow, okay.
Hit and miss today. We're all or nothing.
So, you get the measure of this guy pretty quickly. He's kind of a loser. Just the kind of drifter that does odd jobs and drinks away whatever he makes that week.
Okay.
And he's been living this lifestyle kind of aimlessly for quite a while, just trying to pick up chicks
Okay.
like
So
that.
he's not. He doesn't seem like the guy we're after. He's not shady or nothing.
You're not feeling that kind of shadiness. He is shady, but not that shady.
He's not sus though. Is what I'm picking up.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna let him like try to talk my ear off and drink himself under the table. But I'm also like kind of keeping an eye out for anyone who seems like they're looking for someone or something, like a mark. Or anyone like hitting on other elven women around here sleazily.
Alright, give me a perception check.
Alright. That's gonna be good. Here we go. Well, it's better than last one.
Yeah, you're looking around this place, and it's just hard to both semi-entertain this guy and get the gist of the investigation.
Is it like busy though? Is it picking up?
It's picking up now.
Okay.
From the well, from apparently nothing to now a more bustling evening at the Soft Rock Cafe. The singer has changed. Now it's a more competent singer singing a mournful song about her man leaving her for a young hussy.
Uh-huh. Was that hussy's name Jolene?
No. It's the hussy's name is Maureen.
Maureen, okay. Of course.
Maureen.
Maureen. Well,
alright, so what do you guys do?
I mean, I got nothing. I gotta like make my exit from this guy.
I was gonna say if oh yeah, so I have been looking for illusion magic based on my detect magic, which happens only for like 20 minutes. But I'm gonna let you know that if there are any illusions and if you want to roll them secretly, I have a plus 14 against illusions specifically. Plus 10 will, plus 14 against illusions. But I just kind of, and if I'm assuming I'll definitely do that against Marco, but I'm guessing I get nothing from that.
No.
And I just tell him, I just kindly let him go and say, hey, maybe you'll see me another night, but tonight I think I'm gonna go be with myself for now.
And he is dejected, but he gets the message. Leaves for another night alone at home. And Cirrus, what do you do?
I mean, I might have to distract him or point him at another lovely lady. I wouldn't do that. I'd point him to a lovely man. or like just get like a 3-way conversation going with someone else and then ditch them and then go for someone else, some other opportunities.
All right. Give me a diplomacy check.
I can do that. I can certainly do that.
Diplomacy.
All right. So you find another another guy in the bar and get him over there and start talking about a 3-way.
Not an actual person, just about the weather or some shit. And I'm no.
Remember, if either of you need to escape conversation, you can call in the Wally.
Oh, there. That's perfect. Okay, that's right. Walton's at the bar. Yeah. So I like secret eyes Walton over, and then just like, I need you to distract this guy, and then leave.
Walton has his shawl disguise on, right?
All right. So Walton, how do you distract him?
Hey, stranger! Ain't I seen you around here before? Once or twice, I swear. What was your name again? It doesn't matter. How you been,
And
bud?
then just like over his shoulder, like so Wally can see, so the guy can't. I'm just like, perfect.
Yeah.
You
As
make
your
it.
dimension door.
Across the bar. And I'm gone.
All right. So the first bar, the Soft Rock Cafe was a bust. Oswald, give me another local check.
Knowledge local. The Soft Rock, they had their time. They're a bit of a flaccid tavern now.
I ping Walton through the Rocky Talkie, like, okay, we're going. You can like leave now.
Not so high. Not the highest.
All right, Rocky Talkie Walton is going to be like, oh, wait! You're the wrong guy. Sorry.
Sorry,
My
bad.
mistake. Later,
Wrong
friend.
All right. So the next one that comes to mind is Moonbucks.
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 What do I know about Moonbucks? Is there a general theme or reputation? Something special about them?
It's a little bit hipper than the Soft Rock Cafe.
I'm sorry. It's just every time you say that, it's real good.
Yeah.
It just sounds like a flaccid place. Exactly what you're saying. Soft Rock Cafe.
No, Moonbucks is way more happening. The drinks are slightly overpriced, but they're real popular, very sugary. They're known for their sort of novelty caffeinated drinks with various types of coffees and little small scones and stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
We get there. Oh, wait till you see it all, Dan. It's a little small, but oh my God, the dance, the dance. Sometimes they have dance floor, and they'll bring the magicians in
Oswald.
to prestigitate the surroundings.
I've been to a Moonbucks, Oswald. I'm not so high out of touch.
Yeah, there are quite a number of these Moonbucks cafes. Yeah, some street corners have one facing each other across the street.
Yeah, it's not okay, honestly. The number of them in this city. Should only be one thing in a city, really. Really. Anyway.
Moonbucks.
If you order the unicorn, then you're signaling that you are a unicorn, by the way. So if you want just one guy, best not order the unicorn.
Yeah.
Alright.
And as you walk in, you see some tables. There are women with a tall, clear glass of drinks with various colors going up the sides, and they have a small hand mirror and are meticulously sketching themselves with the drink in a sketchbook.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing here?
I walk up to the bar. Oh, I don't know. These heels are killing me. My goodness. I walk to the bartender. One white dwarf, please.
All right. And can I get your name?
Yeah, of course. You can get my name. You're probably gonna spell it wrong, though. I know your reputation. I know I may not look like it, but my name's Rhonda. No last names.
All right. And they prepare the drink for you. Eventually, it's called out, and you see labeled on the side.
Not even two letters off. Okay, now I'll sip. Okay. I think the MO, I'm like rubbing my temples at this point. I think the MO for this one, and I gesture to Aldia as if I'm forgetting her code name.
What, Cirrus?
Right. Cirrus. I think the MO is, I really don't know what mood he's gonna be in tonight, or what he wants to be. Whether he wants to hit up the hip cafe or the dingy tavern.
It's as good a night as any for a bar crawl. And she takes a very long sip of a yellow, pink, and blue colored swirl drink. It makes loud noise, sipping noise.
It comes with a crazy straw.
Crazy straw.
Aldia, what is that called?
Hang on, I'm thinking of a name for it.
Yeah, you spy on the side of the glass, Cirrus.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is the pan special. I don't actually know what they call it, but it means you're pansexual because the colors. See?
Oh wow, that's cute.
This is one of those novelty coffee shops where you just lay it all out there with your drink. You know, you just advertise this. People are gross in Moonbucks, honestly.
Oh, so people here will judge you on what you order?
Well, I mean, people will try to pick other people. It's like a Tinder. It's like you just kind of lay it all out there to get, just a night of action.
Tinder. Is that new spell that those Arcanists have been working on? That matches you with somebody who...
Yeah, someone else who casts Tinder.
Oh, wow.
You guys hear a small commotion as a man with kind of a bob haircut, he is berating the server, saying, "Look, no, I ordered a white dwarf, half coffee, 4 scoops of beans, and 5..."
Some people are very particular because it means very specific things. For what you're looking for, I mean. This just means I'm looking for literally anybody.
And Aldia,
Yeah?
you're feeling the drink from before hit your bladder. You think you should head to the restroom.
Yeah, I should. What? Well, watch my drink. I'm not taking it in there with me.
I'll watch it, but I promise I won't add anything.
Don't say shit like that.
Just kidding.
Just. I'm going to start suspecting you're the diddler, Missy. It's just like wander away.
And as you open the door to the outhouse.
Wow, there's indoor plumbing. The in-house.
The in-house, yes. You're right. Forgot about that for a moment. This is Code and Cow we're talking about, not some
Yeah.
Not some farm.
not some farm. This is the Victorian era. We have standards. We have plumbing.
Plumbing and wash basins. And
Yes.
rose water.
Oh,
So, but you open the door and whoa, there. Perhaps by accident, perhaps not. You see a guy just full frontal at the in the washroom, and it's Morn. And he says, "Oh, excuse me."
Am I interrupting? Sorry. This is a Moonbucks restaurant restroom. I don't know what I'd expected.
And he takes a strangely long amount of time to pull his pants back up and
Like,
says,
oh god.
"Excuse me."
Pardon, sir. I didn't see anything. Excuse me.
Give me a perception. Yeah, you looked away quick enough. You didn't get a good look.
Oh, good.
But
Okay.
how do we know that's who we think it is? Get him!
The thought has crossed my mind, but I'm going to wait for him to pull up his pants.
And he leaves the room for you to go.
I'm gonna watch him as he walks away, and I'm like, there's no fucking way Morn is in a Moonbucks. He's like a decently ranked paladin. He doesn't go searching for sex at a Moonbucks. Unless this is like kinky?
yeah, maybe he likes it like a little grimy, a little
A little weird, a little gross, a little strange.
A little
he is
muddy.
a
little muddy on the journey.
Could be. I'm gonna ping Oswald as I dip into the restroom. I'm gonna ping Oswald on the talkie and be like, Morn is here? Can you make sure it's actually Morn? I gotta pee. And I'm gonna do my business.
As I keep my eyes on the unisex bathroom.
Well, why would we ever separate?
Alright,
It's
so
elven gender.
so you see Morn walk out and saunter around this place. What do you do?
And I can definitely tell it's Morn, and I can see through it where to the point I don't believe in this illusion.
Do you have it still on? Or did you refresh it?
Oh, you're talking about detect magic?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to have detect magic to see through an illusion, right? I'm not trying to detect for illusion magic. I'm trying to see if I see through an illusion disguise. Like something that would prompt me to make a will save. I guess if that's something I can request.
All right. So
I just look at him and squint my eyes.
so and you have a plus 14 on those.
Yeah.
Well, that certainly looks like Morn to you.
Well,
And he goes up to you. Oh,
Oh,
excuse
shit.
me there, Rhonda, is it?
Yeah, it's not spelled like this though, but
They also spelled my name wrong on the cup.
Yeah, my name is Yames, but they spelled it with a J.
oh really? That's so funny.
Yeah, can you imagine pronouncing J's as a Y? Nah.
You have a little bit of wit on you, don't you? Okay. Well, hello, James. I'm just here waiting for my friend. We're going bar hopping, you know.
Oh,
Ooh,
is
wrong thing to say.
Yeah, I was just thinking. But you know, truth be told, I've been having a little bit more luck than she has.
Oh, is that right? Does she need some luck?
Maybe. I mean, it differs with each night. You know how it is. I'm just looking for excitement.
As expressed by my drink, my highly specific drink.
Well. I do believe I can help you with that. Why don't we all step out for a night in the town?
Well, I'm nearly done with my drink here. As long as we can pick up another one on the way. Yeah, I think we're done here.
No problem. That one will be on me.
Can I throw a sense of motive his way?
Yes. Yes, that's a part of this.
All right.
Names, huh?
Oh, this is a slimy mofo. This is you got the feeling that something is not quite right here.
Warren would never be picking up someone under the guise of Yames, unnecessarily in a fucking moonbox. I'm hiding in the restroom and seeing if Oswald leaves with the guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, I don't know if he initiates it to start going right now. Do you want to wait for my friend, or should I leave a note? I don't think she'll matter either way.
Well, if you want to get going, yeah, let's go.
All right, I'll leave her a little note, and I'll write down left with the guy. Winky face. P.S. I'll need that cucumber.
Okay.
You mean you don't need that cucumber?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he wants it. But then, in addition to that, if I want to be very careful, but if I do get a moment, I do want to ping Aldia and give that clarification. But that's there.
Okay.
in case he doesn't.
I'm just like, yes, I would always wait for the threesome. You'd never be so quick. Good catch. That's a 10-4.
Nice.
And so you guys walk out of the tavern, out of the moonbox. So, where can I strike your fancy next?
Let's see. I've had Monkey Ale tonight already. This White Russian's hitting the spot, but I need something strong. Something with a little bite on it. Anywhere with liquor. Here, you seem like a knowledgeable person of the city. I'll trust your judgment.
No problem, I'll lead the way.
I am follow.
Dun, dun.
Are you invisible follow or regular follow?
Well, he is an illusionist, so I'm gonna be invisible. Yeah, I'm gonna be regular invisible.
Make me invisible too, please.
Oh, you want to follow? Yeah, you can be regular invisible too.
I gotta make sure that Oswald doesn't get diddled.
Yeah, we gotta make sure of that.
Yeah, and you guys follow as Morn leads Rhonda through the streets of North Codencal, going further north to seedier bars, and he leads you through or into a what's it called? An alleyway. It's pretty dark. And he's like, oh, it's right on the other side. Oh goodness, excuse me. As somehow the front of his trousers slip down, and you're flashed with some elven dick there.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
I'm gonna cast like Hold Monster or something. Yeah, dude. He's gonna be stuck with his pants down.
All right. What's the DC on that?
24.
Yeah, it doesn't
24.
He rolled a 3, so. No. So as he goes to rebutton or not button, or restring the drawstring, it's like. And your invisibility is dispelled.
All right. I'm gonna be like, this is our guy, right? This is our guy. Is this the guy you wanted?
And I'm like putting like handcuffs on him and like magical restraints. I don't know, Alia. I didn't get a chance to quite confirm it.
Well, he's obviously not my brother.
No, he's not. And I don't see through his illusion. Do you?
Well,
I obviously not.
It must be some sort of like transmutation.
Yeah, this must be some high level stuff. Okay. Putting these clasps on him.
I can detect thoughts. I'm gonna detect thoughts now, and see what's going on in his dumb head.
All right, you cast Detect Thoughts. He gets a roll save.
18 for this one.
And you're getting a very panicked like, oh fuck.
Can I wait and see if anything else, like, what is detect thoughts, like timing? Hang on.
Okay. So first
Oh, it's
round,
all
the absence of thoughts, then thinking minds, then surface thoughts.
It's just surface thoughts.
Yeah, so you're
Oh,
getting
no,
you're getting panic. He's like, oh fuck, who are these guys? Who are these people?
Mm.
Or
I put my heel on his back. Hey, you diddle for evil?
I believe this is your area of expertise. Interrogation, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's.
who is this
Well.
bitch? I don't.
Listen,
Hey, you better start talking because we know the guy you're impersonating.
Oh fuck. Like, how did they see through my disguise? It was perfect.
No, because you're acting like nothing like the real guy.
It was based on a real person. How did you miss that?
And it's like, oh fuck, they know that's not my real dick.
That's right. I bet yours is like 3 times smaller.
No.
That's right, Bucko. And I'm gonna tell everybody. So you better tell us now. Have you been diddling? Have you been flashing? And I show my investigator's badge. If you let me know right now, I promise they'll give you hell if you fight back. But if you confess right now, well then, maybe you'll have a chance at a normal life someday.
Well, when he can't speak from Hold Monster, but
Well, what's he saying, Aldia?
If he's restrained, I'm gonna undo. Can I undo?
Yeah,
And
you also
give me a
sure
spellcraft
Reed's
check
thoughts.
to like do a partial undo.
Oh, I can get fancy with it. Sure. Fuck. I can dispel it.
Wait, rally. There's no ones in this campaign.
Crap.
That's the new slogan.
Okay, sure, rally that. Let's see.
Well, I mean, what's gonna happen if I crit fail partial dispelling? It's gonna all
Then you just pull the
dispel,
spell.
which is fine. Which is what I was going to do anyway.
Okay, yeah, so you dispel it, not entirely
Whoops.
intentionally,
That's fine.
but he yells, No, I'm not the diddler, fuck no. And in his mind he's saying, ah fuck, they know who I am.
Yeah, it's Hitmo's fault.
Well, I've said I think you've diddled your last hole, Mr. Diddler.
Hope you had fun with that straw in that bathroom. I don't know what that means. I was like, what was the last thing that you diddled? The straw.
Yes. The straw case. Oh, pictures are gruesome. Anyway, we're taking you back to the precinct. All right. And I get him, and I get a good grip on him. I take just in case, I'll take my extract of bull strength, so I get a little beefed up, get a good hold on him. All right, Diddler, you're not going anywhere. You go downtown, and I kick him in the back as we walk towards the investigator's office.
Your investigator's office or the Code and Cal one?
The Code and Cal one, the one for official processing.
Okay. Yeah, you walk into this office, and the door rings as you bring him in. Have you dropped the disguise?
Let's For comedy, let's say I haven't.
Okay. You bring this guy in, and the guard at the station, she looks at you with her tight cornrows going back, half elf.
Mhm.
She says, "Hey, what's this? What's all this about?"
Oh, are you new here? I haven't seen you around. Well, I suppose I only see one or two of them. Oswald Hines. I'm in disguise right now, undercover. This guy here, and I show his face, and I present him. This guy's here. You got your bona fide diddler.
Wait, Oswald Himes. The Oswald Himes?
Yeah, I'm in disguise right now.
Let me see. Ain't nobody's gonna pull a "I'm Oswald Himes" on me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What do you know about Oswald Himes? Huh? You part of his fan club or something?
Well, he may be the hero of Code and Cal now, but he was a real jackass back in the day.
Okay, that's fair. Ouch. But I accept.
That's what they tell me. Gotta be on the lookout for this guy. So let me see the real Oswald Himes.
Listen, I could drop my disguise right now, but to be honest, I'm kind of vibing off of it. So I don't want to do that right now. So there's
I'm just gonna bust in and like, you don't want to harsh his vibes. But maybe I'll drop my disguise so that I'm albeit Sarandro and famous looking as verification.
The Diddler. Well, this don't look like no droopy-eyed elf.
No?
What proof do you have?
I'm like, I could try dispelling this. Could I?
Yes, you could try dispelling it.
I tried dispel. I could try break enchantment. I'm just gonna go for a good old-fashioned dispel, which requires. Well, I'm just gonna use like the dispel everything from him feature.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like the highest caster level effect down, and I make a caster level check, which will be this. Wow, I'm really not getting. I'm getting just all or nothing rolls, mostly nothing rolls. I can cast it again though. It's fine.
Just more. Okay,
I'll just cast it again.
Again and again. Okay. Eventually, you.
I have like 8 of those, so I'm sure it happens at some point.
Oh, sorry, misfire. Bam.
Got
And you see the transfiguration sort of melt and restructure himself as this manacled up, long fingered, droopy eyed.
He sounds like Droopy the dog, by the way, in his real form. So he turns into Hot Moore and is like, no, please. Oh no. No.
Oh
Yeah.
no, not again. You'll see my diddler form now.
And you would have gotten away with it too if you hadn't gone impersonating my brother.
What can I say? He's hot.
You're damn right. You'll have all your life to think about that in the jail cell. Or whatever punishment they give you. I don't know. So
You'll never keep me there for long.
well, we'll keep an eye on you. So, Miss, sorry, I didn't catch your name. Does this look like the Diddler now?
Well, well, well. As she puts on her own pair of manacles.
Double medical guy. Well, that was easy.
We've been searching for this one for a while. I suppose you'll be wanting that award money, eh?
Well, if that's how the law works.
Alright, and you get them processed. You are given the...
I think it was, what, 1,500?
Yeah, 1,500. 1,500 gold.
Fair work's fair work, Aldia. You're welcome to half of this.
Oh, well, certainly. I will split half with Walton for. I will split half of my half with Walton, for being our little watch boy, our little backup boy. So that's like 325.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Well, there you go. That's a job well done.
Ooh-wee.
Good job, Oswald. Good job, Oswald. Good to see you on the right side of the law.
As I look towards her with my overflowing breasts. You bet I am.
God damn. Yeah. It's just a Scooby-Doo ending where like they all stand there and laugh and like the Diddler is just like really sad on the floor, sitting in handcuffs.
Double handcuffs.
Yeah, double handcuffs. It's very Scooby-Doo.
Zoinks. Let's go smoke a bowl in the mystery machine. Which is the equivalent here would be house speak.
Yeah, we're missing our mystery machine. Too bad.
Okay, and the camera pans out as like a black circle outscreens the party for that night. No. Was there anything else you guys wanted to go over in session? At least for this one. You wanted to talk with Elion about something?
I always want to talk with Elian about something. But if we're done with Diddlin stuff, I don't know. Like it just seems like we're kind of leaving off at an awkward point because we haven't actually talked about what we're supposed to do for the final encounter.
Yeah.
Like, we just sort of decided that we were going to do something. We were going to work together.
Alright, so do you want to do that offline?
Yeah, we can do that offline.
Alright then.
Small post-credit scene. Walking home after the credits have rolled. You know, I'm sure it was this form that gave him that massive boner. But I'd like to think it's my charming personality, too. But
Supreme confidence. An elven physique.
Yeah, you think as like you round a corner and hit your breasts on the corner of the wall.
Oh, don't remember those being so big.
Yeah, and then you almost trip over your feet because you can't see your feet.
Yeah. Oh, crack. Okay, I'm fine. But I mean, to be honest, Aldia, the reason I took up this case was I was quite curious to see what the Diddler was all about. But and truly, it's a heinous crime. It's a terrible thing to inflict on somebody. But if I could have just watched for just a moment, just enough to sate my curiosity.
She's gonna put an arm around you as you say this and just nod sagely.
I'm just really, after all that, all he did was whip his dick out.
She's gonna slowly like spin you around to walk like across the street and like back down from where you were going. It's like, I know a really good dungeon, and they only let elves in, and you haven't dropped this form yet, so.
No, I could assume this form for 14 days if I'd like.
Well, you're about to have probably not 14 days of fun because we have shit to do before first knocked.
We do.
But at least a night of fun.
Yes, as you lead him to the whip hand.
Oh boy.
Jodenkel's premier elven establishment of fine entertainment.
Oh.
It's this gal's 101st birthday. Her name is Rhonda. I announced this like we did it. Everyone treat Rhonda well.
It's my 111th birthday.
Yes, and you are treated appropriately so.
Well, awesome.
You can be diddled to your weird heart's content. Or not diddled. Have a regular time.
I just wanted to watch a little bit. I just wanted
to
see.
You could also stand in the corner and watch all the elves diddle each other. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun. I was like, I don't know. Is this the part where we sting him? It's like, I don't know where this is going.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Like, oh, and if it isn't Aldia Strandrel, please come in, no charge.
Ah, you're too kind.
And drinks on the house.
Woo! 111th birthday.
It's saying with the drunks there. It's my 111th birthday. Man, we're gonna have to ask you to stop drinking.
All right.
And that's how the night ends. Or the evening, at least. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall we continue, or are we good there?
If you have something to continue on, I'm done with Diddler stuff, I think.
Alrighty then. Well, that had nothing at all to do with anything that I had planned. I was thinking like, okay, we're gonna have a big conversation with Elion about.
We can still do that.
Mm-hmm. And then,
like, we. I don't know. It depends on how you want to do it. It depends on like what Elion wants to do. Because if he just wants to dump everything to the party, then great. Then we don't have to do anything. We'll just wait for that. But if he's gonna be like secretive about all this stuff, then we could probably just handle that offline because it'll take like an hour.
Hmm. Hmm.
I still don't know. I don't know if like I was any measure of convincing at the end of our last conversation. I just talked him off a ledge, I think. But I don't know if like the cliff is still there.
Alright, well. You guys did successfully get back Bahamut and Phoenixia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
So,
may or may not embolden him, or scare him, or I don't know. I don't know. Feel free to think about it. We can RP, or we could do just the long form essays back and forth. I'll try to keep mine to less of an essay.
well, write essays by all means.
I mean,
Just,
I don't think these would be essays because we're not talking philosophy anymore.
yeah.
But or maybe we will. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what's going on in Elian's head or your head. So
Yeah. I think that's a good place to end for now.
cool.
Moonbucks.
Moonbucks, dude. Morn picking up chicks in a moonbucks? Nah,
Not in my lifetime.
nah. When there is a delightful looking Walton in a shawl nearby, not his play.
Nah, he'd be picking up Walton in a Moonbucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anything to get back at you for knocking his chair over. He will never forget that.
No, I went and poked a big old dire wasp about that, but you know, we have fun in Sarandaro House. We go back and forth. It's part of the culture.
Yeah, you knock him off his chair. He
that
fucks
was
your best
for the-
friends.
Yeah, that was for the time when he like, I don't know, did something extra childish and heinous to me like a year ago.